In this particular video, I am going to discuss the classic John Lennon song known as Happy Xmas. And the reason I have to discuss it like I'm going to is because it's very detailed and there's a lot of history to it that you may not be aware of. Now, for those of you who are not watching me live right now, I am running a live stream. That is why I've got my dry erase board out. And let's just get into this, shall we? Now, let's talk about the history of the song. And this is very important. And the reason why it's very important is going to become apparent to you as I continue this video. Okay? Now let's discuss the history of this particular song. On December 27th, 1969, John Lennon started an advertising campaign to persuade the United States government to put an end to the Vietnam War. Okay? He actually put billboards all over the country as well as an ad in a major newspaper saying, give peace a chance, the war is over, that kind of thing. Okay, he actually made a song called Give Peace a Chance. Okay, and shortly after the song was published, Pete Seeger sang Give Peace a Chance at the Washington Monument. Okay, Pete Seeger went to the Washington Monument in 1969 and started singing Give Peace a Chance at a Vietnam War protest. Okay? And the demonstrators that were there sang along with him. Okay? Now, the advertising campaign and the Give Peace a Chance song didn't exactly work the way that John Lennon wanted it to work. So, in 1971, John Lennon published a song entitled Happy Xmas, The War is Over. Now, this song has become a very big-time holiday classic. And John Lennon, in that song, successfully conveyed his political message as well as demonstrated what peace would actually be like. Okay? So he did what he set out to do. He really did. Now, here's the problem. The problem is that a lot of people do not know the history of this song. They don't even bother listening to the lyrics to see what the song is actually discussing. And that's the problem. A lot of musicians over the years have covered this song. I'm not kidding you. There have been lots of musicians that have covered this song. I couldn't believe how many that did it. But people like Celine Dion, and I've brought her name up before, did not cover this song correctly. They just didn't, because they weren't paying attention to what the song actually was saying. Had she done so, it would have been a much better job, but she didn't. Okay? And I'm going to prove my point. Now, the first hyperlink you're going to find down here is the original John Lennon version of the song. I'm sorry they didn't film him in the recording studio live so you could actually see the kids that were with him and so on and so forth, but you get what you get. Okay, that was back in 1971. They didn't even know about MTV back then, so there you go. Alrighty. Now, let's take a look at Celine Dion's version. That's the second hyperlink down here. Okay, let's take a look at her version. And you tell me that she's capturing the essence of what the song actually means. Well, I don't believe it. I really don't. In my personal opinion, she did not capture that, and this has been quite a controversy. A lot of people say she did not capture the essence of the song when she sang it. And I have to agree with them. Alrighty, now, what does her song lack? This song, if you listen to it correctly, is sarcastic, it's sad, it's supposed to make you feel pity and compassion. That's what it's supposed to do. If you're not feeling pity and compassion and almost get to the point of crying by the time you hear the end of that song, it's not been sung right. It just simply hasn't. So, anyway, so did anybody ever cover this song better than Celine Dion. Oh my word, yes. Absolutely. We have a band called The Fray. They did a much better job. You can take a look at their hyperlink. It's the third one down. Okay? And let's take a look at Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond covered this song, and that's the fourth hyperlink down here. And Diana Ross did a cover of this. So did Carly Simon, and you can look both of those up for yourself if you want to see them. And they did a much better job. They included the sarcasm, they included the background music really shows what the song's true meaning actually is. It's sarcastic, it's sad, it's a political message, and it's supposed to make you compassionate. And that's what it's supposed to do. And if the people singing it don't convey that message correctly, you're just not getting it. Sarah McLachlan did a cover of this, and she did not do very good. Okay, she did not convey the real message of the song. I'm sorry, she just didn't. That's what this whole video is about. So for the second time in a row, Celine Dion failed to convey the message of the song successfully. And if I can remember to do it, I will include the Diana Ross and the Carly Simon versions of John Lennon's song down here in the hyperlinks below. And if I don't, contact me and I will fix that. Okay? But anyway, that's what this is all about. If you're going to sing John Lennon's song, sing it correctly. Okay? Look at the history of the song. Look at what it was all about. It was a sad song. It was a compassionate song. It was a pity song. And it had a political message. And if you don't convey that in your singing, you're just not doing it right. And that's what this whole video is all about. Alright. Well, I want to thank you very much for tuning in and watching this particular presentation. I am Ted the Speed Learner. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.